Well, good evening, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are excited to be alive and to be well. Tonight here with Gabriella Collins, we're having a conversation about the opposites. You know, one of the chapters in my book is George Costanza Does the Opposite, talking about how everything that we think we know could very well be called into question once we are exposed to the truth. Let me begin with a fascinating story those of you may or may not have heard. It's a phenomenal story about Plato called The Cave, and I'm going to summarize and give you the cliff notes of Plato's The Cave. The idea behind it is, what if people were born as children, buried from the neck down, looking only the ability to look forward, not the ability to look sideways, left or right or behind them, and all they could see was the wall of a cave. That's it. And behind them was fire. Okay, fire that was lit up that caused shadows to fall on the cave wall. And what if behind them were people carrying little posts with cutouts of, say, trees or people or different objects, and the entire life of these people in this cave, who could only see the shadows from the fire, from the people behind them, and this was their only reality, they would call that reality the truth. They would believe that was the truth. That's the idea of Plato's theory of the cave, and here's where it gets fascinating. What if, after 18 to 20 years of that experience, buried from the neck down, looking forward only, fire behind them casting light on the walls, and people behind them carrying cutouts of trees and dogs and, let's say, animals and people, and all they saw were the shadows? What if, in the middle of the night, the people were to dig up one of these individuals, literally dig them up, take them outside? They wake up in the morning and they see the real world. They see sunlight, they see trees, they see people. The former shadows of the images they thought were their reality have now been smashed into a million pieces as they truly experience the true reality of real life itself. Do you know the difference? You're in the cave, you're buried 20 years, 18 years, you're there, they take you up out of the cave, all you've seen is shadows your whole life. Now you go outside and you see the real world, and they experience this for a week or so. And here's where Plato gets interesting in his theory of the cave. What if they were to take him back and bury him again and put him back in that spot? Would he be able to shut up about the reality he experienced? Would he be able to just sit there and observe his buddies, aware of who is next to him, and not say anything? Would they just sit there and go back to the shadows, or would they shout from the mountaintops, guys, this ain't real. You guys are seeing the shadows of reality. This is not reality. This is the shadow world of reality. I've seen what's real. You guys think this is truth because it's all you've known. It is not truth. This is a mere shadow of the real, true reality that is out there. Guys, Plato's conclusion would be, once illuminated and he begins to articulate his experience, his friends will write him off as crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, what you call weak, God calls wise. What do I mean by that? There is much rhetoric from individuals who have no faith life about a life of faith being weak, being a crutch, being something to lean on. Well, I don't need that because I just got good old me. Me's all I need. All I need is me. I'm a self-made man, dude. Don't you understand? I'm a self-made man. I don't need no crutch of religion. I don't need no crutch of religion. What you call weak, God calls wise. If you were traversing a tumultuous sea. Would you want to be on a ship alone, or would you want to be on the ship with a captain at the helm who has traversed that sea thousands of times, who has been through hurricanes and storms and understands how to avoid the hidden rocks and the fog, who understands how to direct that ship during tumultuous times? Who would you rather be with? Well, I want to be independent and be on that boat myself. Well, sucker, you probably gonna die. If you had the opportunity and the option of going along with one who had been through those waters thousands of times, tell me, is it weak to choose to walk with one so wise and experienced? Or is it wise to walk with one so wise and experienced? If you walk with the wise, you'll grow wise. A companion of fools comes to harm. What you call weak, well, that's a crutch. Well, that's weakness. Well, those are people who need religion. Religion is a set of rules, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm talking about this evening is a intimate fellowship and relationship that is nonstop, ongoing, all day, all night, all right. Shuts down while you're sleeping for you, not for him. I'm talking about an ongoing personal relationship with the creator of the universe, who knit you and formed you together in your mother's womb, and who created you and endowed you with the seeds of greatness and called you to be unique and special and yourself, not to blend in, to stand out, because you are uniquely created for a unique purpose that only you can fulfill in this earth. Only you can fulfill this in this earth. There's no one like you. The number of hairs on your head, the different and unique thumbprints for each individual person. You are a magnificent creation, ladies and gentlemen. And let me share with you, if anybody in your life tells you it's weak to walk with an all-wise, all-loving, and incredible God, I would challenge you. What you may call weak, I call wise. How wise is it to walk with one through the storms of life, who has walked through those storms with literally millions of people, who has the roadmap laid out, who has the knowledge and the ability to walk you through those seasons? What you call weak, God calls wise. It's your choice. Call it weak, call it wise. My hope is that you make a decision to trust him, that he knows what's best. Have a great weekend, guys.